Hey guys, this is Sloan again for Pot This. Once again, we're using no Warden Dragon Army, which is really OP. Now, the only way I've seen people fail with this in the last couple days, I've been using it a couple days, people have been using it. They've been having some great success, easy 320 days, right? The only way I've seen failures is someone lets a real champion die and say like 4 invis, 2 invis, 1 invis. I'll be honest there. You can definitely die 1 invis. But if you're a real champion alive for say 10 invis, doesn't really matter what value she gets, you'll 3-star. As well as you could use Earthquake Boots on the king, you could use the Heal Puppet on the queen, and you could use the Henchman on the Minion Prince as well. It's just you have a bunch of possibilities. But the Ice Hound with the Ice Block is just such a nice combo. And you could use Super Minions instead of Furnaces. The world's your oyster. But anyways, let's get into live ledge attacks, and hope you guys enjoy. Alright, this base. Where's the multi-infernos? I see two over here. This is where we want to get into. Crush more two Rick Cans though. That's a little bit annoying. Maybe, just maybe. Nah, we gotta do it. We're just going to two multi-inferno towers. What are we doing? We always gotta go into two multi-inferno towers. Two rocket balloons help funnel. And we'll do 256 just invis. We're using two rocket balloons there to help push our RC into the space. We don't want to have any mishaps or she walks out or something. We're not doing that today. Not anymore, actually. We did that earlier. We're not doing it again. Alright, we'll just earthquake right through this crusher mortar. Help us soften up everything. Alright, we'll invis over this poison because we don't want it poisoned too long. And we're trying to get out of this poison because it really does slow us down. It's not fun to stay in there. It is really actually kind of deadly. And I guess the poison spell is poisonous. Bro. We're just going to pop the haste. We're going to move on forward. We're going to do 6 for this invis because there's not enough damage. So it won't really matter. But she is going to be running. Alright, she's running on the outside. Okay, and she's still pushing forward. And we can do 7. Alright, well, let's get us into the Inferno. Bro, she bangs on the king of all the things. No, what is she doing? No. No. Okay, we'll poison. And we'll just King and Siege Barracks his bottom side. Where can we Giant Arrow? Right through the center. Alright, Queen, angle up. Alright, we get right through the air defense. Perfect. We'll send a Valkyrie help with the Ice Golems. We'll send the Dragons on this right side. Baby D, already have the funnel. Alright, perfect. Where's the closest air defense? On his back end. Alright, we'll angle it. Alright, and we'll drop the dragons. There we go. We'll have this Ice Hound go right through the center. Hopefully trigger some air traps. It'll trigger the poison tower, and now it's frozen. Perfect, it'll freeze that town hall down too, whenever it does end up freezing. Send rocket balloons in for the multi-inferno, excuse me. It did not freeze the town hall, but look, there's the air traps. We found the air traps, didn't we? Every single one of them, bro. Every single one of them. We found all the red air bombs and a bunch of black air bombs right there. That was perfect for us. We'll drop some cleanup. Alright. And the queen will help out. Fire might help support her. Oh, can she beat the mono with the unicorn? Maybe? I don't know, but she is tanking, so you know what? She didn't, but the minion prince with the dark crown just does so much damage. He truly does. I mean, just look at him just walk the rest of this base for us while he has fly. Was the unicorn healing him up? Bro, the unicorn's healing him up. Even though he's in Phoenix form, the unicorn is doing something. It's healing the minion, and the fire mites get it for us. You know what? Even with the RC doing that, it's still gonna work out. Well, GG, right? Alright, double rage base. Alright, this base is pretty easy. You just literally RC into here. If you want to be super safe, you could use two rock balloons here, two rock balloons on both the mortars. And that should be pretty much forced to go one. You know what? I'm gonna do that. RC. And then 1-2, 1-2. Alright, now she's forced to go in. 7. There's no chance of her walking outside, doing anything else. She's doing what we want. We're at Earthquake, we're on this Town Hall Clan Castle, and this multi-gear, and this Crusher Mortar. Alright, she's going to lock onto this Town Hall, and then from there, she's pretty much locked onto the Sweepers. We're just doing 7-3, though, so you know. It's easy peasy. Push forward. Alright. Into the Sweeper 7. And then we're doing 4 just because she's walking a little bit forward. We'll pop the haste. We're gutting this base. This base is just saying bye-bye. We'll get through this rage tower. Okay, it's Fox. Bro, my Spirit Fox. We're gonna poison the triple furnace. This guy is crazy. If someone doesn't bring a poison, they're pretty much cooked, right? This guy has triple furnace, and this guy can't be trusted in society. This guy cannot be trusted. What am I seeing, bro? All right, down goes my royal champion. Let me giant arrow this air defense down the bottom. All right, perfect. Dragons to his top side with the minion prince. We're behind the sweeper. Well, Ice Hound. Okay, why is my... Oh, I guess it makes sense. There's heroes here. That would make sense for why my heroes are doing that. Yeah, disregard what I was gonna say. I was wondering, okay, there's gonna be more black air bombs here. Yep. Alright, Ice Hound extract for the mono and air traps. There we go. There we go. That's exactly what we want to see. We'll drop some cleanup. Alright, Minion Prince right through this Ray Char, right through this heavy core with the Minion Prince ability as well. I mean, not the Minion Prince. That's the Ice Hound, bro. I can't even think right now. I can't even speak. But there's a trail trap, so we avoid it by going on the other side. That's a little bit ironic that we could just avoid it so easily like that. We have the King ability. He's inside the base. We'll pop his Spiky Ball. Help get through this Rage Tower compartment. Because, I mean, if he's inside the base, just pop his Spiky Ball. That's just always what you do. There's still 3 multi-arch towers up, which is some heavy damage. So we'll drop a baby D on this back end. Minion Prince get through 1 multi-arch tower. We get through this other multi-arch tower. We get the Giant. We got the King. We got the Frosty. We got the Pekkas. We got everything coming on through the center of the base. With the Fire Mites coming on through easy peasy. Man. Well, that was nice. We sent our King and Queen on the thin side of the funnel. Our Dragons onto the thicker side. Although the King walked in because of the heroes, it still didn't make a difference. It still did not make a difference. And what was that guy doing with the triple furnace CC? What was he doing? I don't understand. I really don't. Well, there's plenty of tanking through here. All right. So where's the multi-inferno towers? One multi-inferno tower. All right. So we just push literally into this one. We'll probably get into this mono as well. What's I'm almost maxed out hook? What is this guy doing with his life, bro? All right. Well, we'll just go into this multi-inferno tower. And then from there, we're just gonna just path the dragons. It won't really matter what value we get, as long as we get this multi-inferno tower. I mean, there's damage spread out through the entire base. It's one of these spread bases, so it won't be any issues. And let's do 7 and 3, because I really don't want hooked. The hook is just kind of a little bit annoying if you mess up your invis. Alright, we'll push right in. Yeah, we'll get right into some Inferno, I think. I think. Don't quote me, might go for this mortar. Okay, what is my fox doing? Okay. Never mind, never mind, never mind. Alright, we'll just Earthquake right in front of us. And we'll do 7. We'll haste. There could be a trail trap, but you know what? I'm risking it. 3. And we'll get right through this hook tower. Right, perfect. We'll do the... I was hoping we get to that builder hut instead. We'll get right into the mono. Alright. If you ever get into the very center of base, the base is pretty much cooked, right? Dragons. Because what else is there going to be left? We took out the very core, the very heart of the base. There's nothing. There's nothing. We can do the last invis. And we can drop the king and the siege barracks on the thicker side. Where's this air defense? Honestly, I'm just going to do something I don't usually do. I usually drop them right next to each other. But I'm trying to hit the air defenses and I missed. Never mind. Never mind. Alright. Ice Sound, Dragons, Minion Prince, Ice Block. Alright, there we go. Baby D to help funnel. Baby D to help funnel. We'll push right on through. We'll go right into the sleeper, but it'll be fine. It won't be much of an issue for us. I can't believe we missed those air defenses. I can't believe it. Alright, rocket balloons. Or rocket balloons. Ooh, all the air traps trigger too. Ooh. That's juicy. That is juicy, juicy. Alright, and then we'll have this minion prince ability. Alright, we'll push it right through the sleeper, right through this town hall, right through this expo. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We still have this king ability. Yeah. This base got cooked. It got cooked. All these dragons just flying right on through. I mean, it's still the king ability. And we drop some archers. We drop some minions. Now my queen. Yeah. Yeah, Larry's just took her out. All those Larrys, that multi-gear. She was just done. She was just gone. But everything else was good. We took out those air traps as well with the ice hound, which was just a magical little moment. Just you just feel inside of you. The ice hound is taking out the air traps. It's lovely. It's poetic even. Because that's really, really nice. Also, why is there 2 spectators? Who's even watching me? I didn't even notice that. Alright, Invis Core. Oh, this is pretty easy base. So for these, I like to try to get into the core, but if you try to force into the core, you can mess up pretty easily. So I do the opposite. I don't try forcing the core, and she somehow gets in the core. So we're not gonna force it. We're just gonna go for air value. I like this multi-arch tower up here. Okay, we'll send her up here. So if she gets in the core, good. If not, it's okay. We can just ice block her giant arrow to get in there. It'll be fine. We have plenty of what stuff to get in there. All right, we'll just keep her alive. We're gonna do 7 and 3 for the rest of these. I should do 6 right here as well. I'm just playing a little bit risky. Yeah, those scatters gonna hurt. Ricochet will hurt. You know what? We save an invis. I'm afraid of a bait right here as well, just because there's a world champion there. World champion side is sometimes baited. I'm just gonna invis over as well. This should push me a bit closer to getting to that town hall, but we don't have to force in there. All right. She'll push almost in there, almost, right? She'll pull up to the Tesla, the Wizard Tower, and then she'll go to the multi-gear, and she can path into the Town Hall, yeah. All right, we got a plan. But we only have 4 invis left. I mean, is that enough? No, it's definitely not. We're just going to haste. All right, she's not getting that Town Hall, and I'm okay with that. She's going to get through there, and we're just going to invis again. We're saving the Earthquake as well for that core, because the core is always going to be big Earthquake value on a invis rage base, even if you don't get into it with your army. So let's do King, Siege Barracks. We'll save the Queen for a little bit. We use the Ice Hounds and the Dragons in. Alright, the Minion Prince. Use a Baby D to help funnel. And we'll just... And we can Giant Arrow. These Teslas. Alright, right through there. Perfect. We snipe out the furnace. Nice. That's fun. That's fun for sure. Headhunter help this Super Giant out. Alright, Minion Prince ability through this core. Get through that rage tower partially. There's no builder huts in there, so we'll just earthquake it. And where can we poison is a question. Honestly, I don't know, but we'll send the rocket balloons into this core. That'll help them out. That'll help get out this core for us. I mean, if they can get in there, maybe. Maybe they can, maybe they can't. But it doesn't matter. Alright, Fire Mite's going to help out too. Minion Prince will be in there. Perfect. And then the Dark Crown, he's just going to do massive damage for us. And if anything, we can use him to help tank for this these Fire Mites if needed. Alright, we'll just drop some baby dragons. Another baby dragon, just drop our cleanup. And these easy peasy, right? We'll swag the king ability. Don't even have to get your RC into these invis bases. You don't have to. It's just a suggestion. Because it's just, you're going to waste so many invis trying to get in there. If you can't just get in there, she can't just find like a one invis redirect path. That just makes more sense to me to not even try to. Just don't even try to and you'll be fine. Alright, where's this? Is this the same base? Bro, it's the same base. You know what? We know all the air traps are there. So what if we just come out from the other direction? I don't think there's a trail trap in here. We're gonna go RC into this way. Just so we can have the Ice Hound go over that spot and we'll be fine. Alright, we'll push right on through. We'll get right into this monolith. He'll be nice. He'll definitely be nice. 7. And then we invis over. We'll do 3. And we're away from the heroes, so the RC is not going to pull on any of them. And we do get completely baited. Maybe that's why I came from the other way in the last attack. Maybe. But you know what? It's okay. Alright, she'll push on forward. We can earthquake right through here. Alright, RC, keep going. We'll do 7. And then we'll do 3 and we'll haste. We have 4 invis left. She'll help get through this in Center Inferno. Okay, that's good. We can do 7. Right into it. Alright, and then we can do 3. She'll get through the Crusher Mortar. She'll get this Fire Spitter for us. And this base is pretty much gutted. Oh, she's not going for the Fire Spitter? Where's she going? Bro, which way? Where are you heading? Where is my lady heading for me? I honestly don't know. King Siege Barracks. I'll save the Queen for a second. Send the Dragons in. Minion Prince. Alright, we'll send in the Ice Hound. And we'll send in the Ice Block. Go for this Giga Bomb. Perfect. We'll Poison. We'll Valkyrie. And we'll Giant Arrow the air defenses. Oh, we missed one. That's okay. That'll be okay. Look at all that splash damage. That thing hurts. That hurts a little bit. Baby D to help funnel. Baby D to help funnel. Baby D to help funnel. Alright. Headhunter to help out. Minion Prince. We'll have him angle up nicely through here. And there's only so much of this base left, honestly. Especially the King and Minion Prince ability. They can help clear a lot of it. We use a couple rocket balloons here on this Wizard Tower. Help push everything inwards. Minion Prince. I want him to get onto this storage. And then we'll pop his ability. We'll pop the King ability as well. Minion Prince ability right through that storage. And that'll be a nice, easy 3-star. Much quicker and a lot more effective than the other way, I'm not going to lie, than that last attack. We kind of definitely improved it. We definitely improved, which is what you should be doing if you have a close attack on a base. Just improve the attack from a base to base, from attack to attack, and it'll be pretty easy for you. Alright, double rage base. Typically the queen side is not gonna be base, especially geek bombs here. So we go into this queen, we'll get all the way through this core, probably to this other rage tower, we'll be set. How much HP is on this? Half HP? Okay. So RC just right in here. We'll just send the dragons into the town hall side, most likely. Actually, wait. We'll see. We'll see which side we want to send in. But 6 is first invis. It'll just be easy peasy from here. Alright, we'll do 7. And then from there, we'll just do 3. Invis over. Or Earthquake right on this clan castle. There could be a trail trap in here, but I'm not really worried about it. We'll do 6 just because I felt like doing it. We're going to haste. Alright, now get some speed on her. Alright, we'll do 7 and 3 for the rest. So that Spear Fox is one shot. That's not good. We'll just pull the Ice Golems away as well. We'll get through this Inferno. Spear Fox is still helping. That Flame Spinner is going to hurt a Fox, though. That's the only bad thing. I'm scared of flame spinners now. I'm not gonna lie. I had my fox die in a hard mode match, and it was just the worst possible experience ever. Like the worst thing you can imagine. A maxed out flame spinner, no bombs, nothing. Killed my spirit fox in almost 10 seconds. Almost 10 seconds. It was very, very, very rough. But yeah, we're just in the king and the siege barracks into this bottom side with the queen. We can giant arrow these air defenses out. All right, perfect. Right on through. Yep, and we'll send the dragons into the town hall. We'll send in the Ice Hound, the Minion Prince. We'll have the Ice Block form as well, which will just Ice Block on this air defense, distract for the town hall. Nice. Tank for some air bombs. All right, it'll poison. We'll Valkyrie's Ice Golems. We'll drop a Headhunter. Use a Baby D to help funnel. Baby D to help funnel. All right, push right through this town hall very nicely. All those air traps and the dragons, unfortunately, instead of the Ice Hound. Unfortunately. Well, we still have the Minion Prince ability, as well as we still have these rocket balloons to help with the king, which will pop his ability, help get through. He gets through that air defense very nicely. And this mono, there's the trail trap, yep. It's always the mono baited on this base, I swear. Always, always, always. I'm always surprised that people are baiting the mono, but I guess it makes sense. Alright, the Minion Prince ability through this rage tower. We'll just send some rock balloons on his archer tower. The king's helping the bottom. The minion prince is just gonna like literally nuke this core with the dark crown easily. I mean, you could use the henchman. The henchman help as well, but the dark crown is just really, really nice. We drop some archers, drop some minions. It'll be pretty simple from here. Now, the only unfortunate thing really on the stack was I killed my fox so early. That was me just being a little bit slow, be a little bit lackadaisical on my invis. But it was also I could have used my ice helmet a little better. I could use 2 rock balloons on this air defense and then pushed it over, so it would have went through these air traps instead of have my half my dragons get hit by them. So a little bit of a misplay by me, but it's still pretty easy 3-star. Alright, for this base, where's the multi-inferno tower? See rage tower and multi-inferno. Typically I go into the middle multi-inferno tower in a ring base like this. So I send my RC since the middle one. She'll path to your left or she'll path right. Doesn't matter. Probably a trailer trap here because the bomb's right here. Probably, but you know what? That'll be fine. We'll just get right into the rage tower and be perfect. We'll have a nice, perfect funneling for us. We can just probably giant arrow here, or there. We got some spots. Alright, RC will push her right in. We'll invis redirect right into this inferno. Oh, never mind. We used 3 invis. No. We risked her. We killed her. Yeah, okay. Well, let's see if we recover, right? King, siege barracks. And giant arrow back through here. Alright, perfect. Let's see. King ability. Spiky ball gets some good value. We'll just earthquake through there as well. That'll help out. Keep the queen alive. Okay. We'll send the ice hound. We'll send the dragons in. Alright. The wart, the king. Alright. Baby D, baby D. Ice block. Alright, perfect. We'll just invis our dragons. We got what, 9 invis left? We got plenty. Couple drags, I mean, couple rocket balloons. Just keep invising. Just keep make sure we get our value. Alright, minion principality to the rage tower. That's always going to be the spot. We'll poison the super dragon, because that's going to be annoying. We'll just keep invising our minion prince. Alright, we need him to get value. We're going to invis these dragons over the super drag. We got plenty. Alright, invis. Invis. Just keep everything alive. Fire mites get some decent value. Alright. Minion Prince, can you do your thing? I mean, yeah, he can. Alright. We'll keep invising him. Tornado Trap. Yeah, we expected Tornado Trap probably here, here, or here. That's a decent spot for it. Our Minion Prince. We can drop Baby Dragon up here. Well, we can drop maybe an Archer back here. Minion Prince get through this Inferno. Or we can do drop an Archer here. Minion Prince will help get through this World Champion. Okay. I mean, we messed that up completely. We messed that up completely. I had my RC die with what, 10 invis left? That was bad. Very, very bad. But you know what? It happens. It happens. And if you're not paying attention, you're not focused, it'll get you. It'll get you for sure. So we'll just get a couple percent here. We'll get a few. Alright. Archers. Archers on here. Alright, we'll be set. Now I should have invis my RC, but I didn't do that, so that was on me for not invising. A very basic mistake on a very easy base. Oh well. We did mess up that one attack, you know. My road champion died in 10 seconds, you know. Not the greatest. We might got 3-star by Gaku as well. Not the greatest. We might getting wrecked a little bit. Not the greatest. You know what? It's okay. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, I appreciate if you guys like and subscribe. I'll see you guys tomorrow.